Good afternoon, everybody. This is Josiah Jean Charles for Sapibontv. We have our commissioner, one of the commissioner within Broward County, with us this afternoon. We're gonna have some little talk with him. First, we're gonna say good afternoon, sir. How you doing today?
Good afternoon. I'm Dale Holness at Dale Holness, Commissioner of Broward County District 9, and we're here in the beautiful Central Broward Regional Park with a great game of soccer on the way with the president of Haiti's team playing a local all-star team.
Yeah. What exactly do you, when you beside the game that you just mentioned, the presidential team with some local player here? Beside that, what bring you here to the? What do you really have to say to the Haitian community living in Broward County?
Well, first, let me say that I'm grateful to have been able to facilitate this game here at Oak Park this afternoon. I got a call last night, 9:30, that says there needs to be a place for this game to happen because it wasn't able to be had at the arrangements that were made in Miami. I got on the phone and within an hour we were able to make arrangements for this to happen here. It is great that we host the President's team here in Broward County and in Lauderhill. Lauderhill has a large Haitian population, as does South Florida. And while I was a city commissioner in Lauderhill in 2006, I actually created a sister city relationship between Lauderhill and Pétionville, Haiti. I've been to Haiti about 10 times over the past 3-4 years.
Do you have any big project in Haiti? Like you say, you've been there 10 times already. Is there any project that you're working on?
Well, one of the things that I try to do is ensure that we have people who are here looking to invest, look at Haiti as a place for them to put their money and to help create jobs there in Haiti. Haiti is one of our largest trading partner with South Florida. Most people aren't aware, but last year we had trade with Haiti of $1.2 billion between Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County and Haiti. That's a large amount of money, and they were ranked 24 of all the countries in the world. We actually sold more goods and services to Haiti from South Florida than we sold from South Florida to China, which was a $5.4 billion trade with only $391 million being sold to China, whereas with Haiti at a $1.2 billion trade, $700 million worth of goods and services was traded there. So that's a big piece of what I think we need to have with Haiti is more business and to help to ensure that more trade is done there. I know that there are companies that are looking to set up manufacturing, and rather than go to China, I suggest they go to Haiti, whether it be in a textile business or let's say Sherwin-Williams, who is actually doing paint manufacturing up in northern Haiti right now. That's a good thing. And that's what we need to do. That's the effort that I make. When President Matali, who I hosted here in this very park, right after the earthquake for an event I had called To Haiti with Love, where we raised some money to help the victims of the earthquake. We talked a lot about what we needed to do to help Haiti, and I'm on board helping him with that. And as a result of our relationship prior to him being president, when he got elected and came here for his first visit in Miami, I actually did the welcome speech for him there in North Miami. So I'm grateful to be a part of the Haitian community. In fact, my good friend Commissioner Jean Monestine, who I knew way before I got elected or he got elected, kind of called me now the Jamaican Haitian, which I think is a good thing. Haiti is an important nation for us here in South Florida because we have a large population here and we do a lot of business there. And the potential for more business and better relationship is really there.
Okay, talking about the other commissioner, the Haitian commissioner, Jean Monet's team. We know in Miami there's like a lot of effort that they're doing over there, but we don't see that much in Broward County. What do you really, since you work with Haitian people, what do you really have in your plan to try to bring the Haitian to do something within Broward County?
Well, one of the things that I did not this year, last year, I actually had funding to celebrate Haitian Flag Day for the first time in Broward County. What we need is more elected official in Broward County that has a sense of the need for us to build stronger relationship and to ensure that the entire community is engaged in what is happening here. Unfortunately, that's not what is happening here in Broward County. I basically often, I'm told I'm the only Haitian commissioner in Broward County. We don't have another Haitian elected in Broward County, and hopefully we're going to work to change that. Magali Prezzo is running down in Miramar to replace Commissioner Alexandra Davis if she should get elected to the county commission. So the first thing to do is to get Alexandra Davis elected to be a county commissioner, and then we'll all then work to get Magali Prezzo, who I served on the board of her organization, Community Access Center, which basically give a lot to the Haitian community in terms of bringing resources for education, for social services, and a whole host of things that they do through Community Access Center. I helped with getting that up and running. So we're doing stuff. I'm doing stuff within the Haitian community to help the Haitian people here in Broward County. You might not see it on television all the time, or you might not be engaged where it's being done, but we are doing a lot of things here in Broward.
If you have something to tell the Haitian community, what will it be?
What I'd say to them is this: ensure that you stay engaged with Haiti, and have your children that are born here engaged with Haiti, because a major part of Haiti's support comes today from the Haitian people here sending back funds and goods back to the people in Haiti. And what I see already happening is there's a disconnect with the Haitians that are born here from Haiti. They need to make sure that they take them back, visit, let them see the beauty of Haiti, not just what they see on television of the toughest part of Port-au-Prince, but let them go see Fercy, let them go see Jérémie, Port-au-Paix, Jacmel, Port Salut, and all those other parts of Haiti that are very beautiful, that the Haitian people ought to be able to be proud of. And let them know the history of Haiti. Let them know that this is a nation that helped to free the world from the oppression of slavery. Were it not for Haiti, Simon Bolivar wouldn't be able to have liberated the Americas from Spain. Without Haiti, we would probably not have the Louisiana Purchase, which is about 1/3 of this country, because after Haiti beat France, France had to sell that land, fearing that the revolution might spread here, and the folks in the Louisiana area, which is much more than Louisiana, include Missouri, Alabama, and many other states that are now there. Even with our revolution, when we were fighting the English, it was the Haitian people here who came here in Savannah and saved the necks of the American soldiers from being crushed by the British. So I'd say be proud of your culture, be proud of who you are, but also stay engaged and continue to support and help build Haiti. And don't spread the bad stuff. Too many times I hear my Haitian friends and brothers say, you know, Haiti's this, Haiti's that, referring to it in bad terms. You need to start saying what's good about Haiti and what you ought to be proud about Haiti for.
I think you sound so like a good Haitian, and you have a lot of information all the city. But talking about the cities, we let's go back to Broward. We having a big tournament starting on September 7th. Last year we call it City Cup. That's mean we call all the team. We take the name from like a city, like you will say Port-au-Paix, Ocap, Jérémie was there also. But this year we trying to make it like bigger than what we did last year. What exactly can you help? I mean, can you bring for this tournament that we will have starting September 7th? It's gonna be about 2 months here. We're gonna do it here in the Central Broward Regional Park. There's a lot of expense to have like a tournament in this park. Gonna take like about 2 months. What exactly can you help us, the Haitian community, to bring all the family together every Sunday so we can have fun? And what can you really help with this project?
Well, you know, I can help you with your planning, with your organizing. I can probably direct you to possible sponsors. But in terms of the county's direct dollars, this is done on an annual basis. We have to go through budgets to have funds allocated. And something like this is not something that we usually fund. We fund the transportation. We fund help for elderlies. We fund juvenile justice programs. But an event such as this is not something that we fund directly in Broward County. We probably ought to look to see how we can do more of it. But again, I'd help you with your planning. One of the things that I strongly suggest you do is ensure you engage those cities in Haiti like Pétionville, Jacmel, Port-au-Paix, Cap, to send leaders from there and have the people here in South Florida connect to those leaders, whether it be your elected officials there or your business leaders there, and see what opportunities exist for them to help fund some small business, helps fund some farmers, helps fund some entities that might be in the textile, clothes making business to ensure that we are growing the economy there in Haiti. Those are the kind of things that I'll probably bring to you as ideas and help you forge that forward. But in terms of direct dollars, I'm not going to make a commitment to you for any direct dollars at this point in time because I don't have it to give to you. It's not in the budget, and we have to budget. We have to be fiscally responsible to the taxpayers of Broward County. And I get a lot of requests each year for different things. But in terms of how we work, we plan ahead of time, 1 year ahead of time for a budget to make sure that we have funds to maintain the bus services, the libraries, this park, the transportation, and all the other service that we provide to the people of Broward County.
Thank you very much. We know we are a very busy man. Like you already say, you have to go to Pompano Beach. We already say thank you for your help. If there is one more word you wanna say, what exactly you wanna tell people?
Well, let me tell you this. I'm an elected official, and you're making a request just now for help. But you must vote. You must register to vote. You must become citizens, because chances are you're not going back to Haiti to live. And if you go back to Haiti and you're an American citizen, that's okay too, because at least you take your Social Security money with you. But I say to you this, that while you're here, get engaged in the community that you live in. Become a part of the fabric of governance here, whether it be county level, city level, state level. Also, get engaged in community building here. Be a part of the community. This America allows us the opportunity to be a voice for ourselves through the democratic process. And if you're not a registered voter, if you're not a citizen, you should become one. If you're a citizen and not a registered voter, you should get registered to vote. And if you're a registered voter, you should vote every time. I talked to someone just now. They said, well, we skipped some election. No, you can't skip any election. You must vote every time, and vote for people who will provide a voice for you here. In Miami-Dade, you have a lot more elected officials because you're more engaged here. You ought to be engaged here in Broward County also.
We thank you, Mr. Commissioner. We hope this is not the last time we speak, and we will see you again so we can talk more about the community, what we can bring for the Asian people within Broward County. And we thank you, and we're gonna go back to the game, and we'll see you later. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Merci. Merci.
Merci.